All right, the LA Chargers just completed highway robbery. And if you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to the Chargers. And so if you're a Chargers fan, you absolutely have to subscribe. We're over 10,000 subs, and it's been a lot of fun talking about your team. So the numbers are in. It's official now, so we can kind of look at it and see that, yeah, the Chargers are making the types of moves that you absolutely have to make if you want to go from a franchise that's just kind of been like the Lions or the Chargers, where it's like, we're not quite good. Like, what are we? These are the types of moves. So let's break it down. You know that you signed Elijah Molden by now to a 3-year deal. But if you go a little deeper, this is where it's like, this is big time stuff. The deal rewards Molden for a standout season in his first year with the Chargers after being traded from the Titans for a 2026, not even this year, 2026 7th round pick. So you trade a 7th round pick for a guy that's going to be making $6.25 million per year. So if that number is high, you look even better, right? Because it's like, man, look at what he's worth, which he is. If that number is low, it's like, man, you stole him for that. Plus you don't pay him much. So this is what's cool about this. This ensures that you've got this same kind of architecture that you had last year on defense. So the Chargers being able to employ 3 quality safety in Jesse Minter's defense has been extremely valuable, as it allowed Derwin James to play mainly at the second level. He was coming down guarding tight ends, slot, more of a linebacker. If Gilman isn't retained following the end of his second contract, the Chargers will be pressed to find a replacement, especially seeing as veteran Tony Jefferson isn't getting any younger either. So you got Jefferson, Gilman, Molden, Derwin James. Either way, for at least one more season, the Chargers will get to deploy one of the league's best safety groups in 2025. So these guys are hard to find, and be able to find him and just be like, oh, yeah, this is a dude that we got for a 7th round pick in 2 years from now, back at the time that you made the deal. Super important. And to see him then excel and flourish in Jesse Minter's defense. So there's a lot of layers to it. And I know that's one player, and is he your star player that's going to lead you to a Super Bowl? No. But it's those little pieces like that to see that the GM makes it happen. He gets into the defense, the defensive coordinator, the coaching staff develops him, uses him correctly, and then he gets rewarded by the front office again to stay around for 3 more years. It's just awesome all around. Now, as we look forward, and let me know your thoughts on that. But as we look forward, a couple other things. This interesting news. I'm curious your thoughts if you're a Chargers fan. Is that your old coach Staley has been hired to run the Saints defense? It's like, oh, here we go. Whoa, what's going on here? What is going on? Hold on. All of a sudden, we're talking Justin Tucker. We don't want that. Hold on. We don't want this. Let me go back here. All right. Here we go. Yeah, so let me just pull this up here. The Saints are hiring your old coach, Staley, to be the defensive coordinator. Now, part of me is like, you know what? Defensive, like a coordinator position, I don't hate it. But it's just kind of fun for a Chargers fan to kind of watch and just see if that works, blows up. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You're not involved with him anymore. It's no longer. It's like you got a real coach, real franchise going in the right direction. So it's like fun. You can just watch and see. That's what the Lions, like we were able to do with Matt Patricia for a while, is just watch him go from a weird coordinator to weird coordinator position. He's like the offensive coordinator for the Patriots. And we're just like, this is terrible, but it's great also to watch this because we got Dan Campbell. So anyway, Brandon Staley hired by the Saints. All right, I love this question that was posed here, and I'll answer it as well. Is the 2025 Chargers leading rusher currently on the team? So you know about J.K. Dobbins, signs a 1-year deal, is going to be a free agent, comes up just 100 yards short of 1,000 yards. He's going to be a free agent. It's like, I don't know. Do you want to bring him back? Regardless of Dobbins' future, many draft analysts have the Chargers taking a running back. in what has happened in the NFL is these running back resurgence, right? And there's so much like kind of juice and value and intrigue in a college running back now. So I'm all for the Chargers to draft the running back. And I think as good as he was, quote unquote good, J.K. Dobbins, I think there's such a high ceiling for a good running back to come into Jim Harbaugh's system. The offensive line's going to keep getting better. I don't think the leading rusher is currently on the team. I think it's going to be a draft pick, and I also think it's going to be possibly a free agent. One of the ones that I keep looking at is Najee Harris. So is the Chargers leading rusher on the team? I say no, but do you think J.K. Dobbins comes back? Let me know in the comments on that one. Okay. PFF did a really cool thing. I like this, where it basically just did all skill position players mock draft. And why this is kind of cool is you can just see all the position players or all the skill position and just break it down. So you take out the linemen, and it's pretty interesting to see what you would do. And it's just like, let's just get after it up here. Pick 2, boom. It's like, okay. So I think, yes, he's going to go a lot higher than people. They had him in the late teens, the Boise State running back. I think he's going to be way up there. I think just teams really see the value in a running back. So that's what this kind of shows too. I mean, he goes way up there. Quarterbacks are going off. The first wide receiver is McMillan from Arizona. Again, we're not really paying attention to the team. Again, we took out all the linemen, but it's like, all right, the best receiver, Luther Burden as well, Emeka Ibuka all the way up here, Tyler Warren. There's our tight end. So the 7th best skill position player is Tyler Warren. I agree with that. Jalen Milroe, the 9th best skill position. I don't know. I don't know about old Jalen. I'm not sure. I could see him being okay, but okay, Omarion Hampton, North Carolina running back. So the 10th best skill position player is a running back. It's time to get skill position players for the Chargers. I know that Jim Harbaugh is going to want to not and go to the trenches as much as he can, but anyway, let's go down and just see where the Elijah Arroyo. So if you have been watching this channel, if you're just really watching all the videos, we broke down this dude, and he was a star at the Reese's Senior Bowl. Is it still the Reese's Senior Bowl? Whatever. The Senior Bowl. He's big. He's strong. Greg Roman has a long history of tight ends from Vernon Davis, Charles Clay to Mark Andrews. While Colson Loveland would be the ideal pick here, he's off the board in this hypothetical draft. And I also think Colson Loveland's not really the pick. I've changed on that. Instead, do whatever you want in the first round. I think Arroyo is going to be available later on in maybe the second round. So it's like, oh my gosh, you bolster offensive line, still get your tight end in the second round, maybe get a running back a little bit later. I just don't think you can go wrong there at all. So, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't to our channel. And, what else? Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. That's all. Love it. See you on the next one.